Number 2, this year they've added a little twist and will start the rooftop campout with no camping equipment. The more money they raise for muscular dystrophy, the more equipment they get to survive an Edmonton winter, with a final goal of getting off the roof and helping this incredible cause. Donate now at any Edmonton Fire Hall or online at edmontonrooftopcampout.ca.
The longest running basketball show in Canada airs every Saturday morning at 10 on Sports 1440. Hoop City with Paul Sir introduces a new generation of basketball talk, and it's right here on Edmonton's home for sports, Sports 1440.
McValue meals are here. Get the McDs you love for $5 plus tax every day with your choice of a McDouble, junior chicken, or chicken snack wrap with small fries and small fountain drink, all for just $5 plus taxes. Canadian restaurants. Product availability varies. Prices exclude delivery.
Why pay dealership prices when you can get the same quality for less? Hi, it's Lisa, and here at Ed's Auto Salvage, we've been Alberta's trusted source for used auto parts for nearly 50 years. From engines to mirrors, transmissions to tires, we've got it all at prices guaranteed to keep your wallet happy. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Ed's Auto Salvage in Westlock. Be sure to visit us online at edsautosalvage.com and get your vehicle back on the road for less.
Good morning. Thank you for tuning into Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Josh Fenwick, Country Mac with you here from the Sports 1440 studios in West Edmonton Mall. Thank you guys for joining us on this show. If you're stuck in traffic there, take your time. Don't be in too much of a rush because the roads are a little bit slow today. Text lines 1-833-401-1440. And of course, got to give our big thank you to our sponsor, Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Lots to get to today. You all right, Duke?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Just letting out a little moan.
That's just my usual 11 o'clock sigh.
1 hour left.
Knowing that my day is nearly completed. Think about a 4-day work week.
It's essentially Wednesday.
It's essentially Wednesday, which means my week is basically half over already.
That's unbelievable.
It really is. It's all about perspective.
I think
right now we're just watching this hockey game, and I'd love the Czechs to tack on an insurance goal here.
Czechs great uniforms. I don't know what that logo crest they have on their chest is, but very cool. I just saw a graphic of Pasternak wearing it on multiple levels. And it's a good looking sweater.
I actually quite like the Danish ones too. It's got like the dragon or whatever it is in black across the white backing.
Danes are good. Almost every country is good looks.
Not France.
No? They have the rooster?
Theirs are just the lines. And then just says France.
Well, they're not the biggest program.
Those are terrible.
They got who's their sweater sponsor? Maybe not the
Fila.
Not the biggest one. Canada's good. Canada's had better, I will say.
I would agree.
Canada has so many timeless looks. And that's the one they went with. Not my fave. I like the States based just purely on sweaters.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, kind of looks clean. I like the Germans as well, though.
Oh, yeah, I really like
they're powerful. All the black one. It always looks good when it's all black. Swedes, Finns, pretty typical. Anyways, there's our fashion stuff. Well, I said I woke up early, check out the Germany game. It was then decided I won't be going to work today, maybe all week. Yeah, my wife was halfway to work. She got a text from her boss. You guys can work from home today. Quick spin around. Those of you who had to shovel, holy cow. I thought about going out and just doing the sidewalks and then letting the rest pile up. I don't think that was a bad idea. I might have had a heart attack if I did that. The snow today, I got half of it done. I'll go do it again when I get home and then maybe again tonight before bed. It's a lot. Duke, I'm glad that you are in a condo and don't have to worry about that.
A blessing and a curse, because I actually am one of those people that kind of enjoy shoveling snow. Listen, when it's like you're going out there twice a day for a week straight and actually having to exert yourself, that can get a little tiresome. But the occasional, if it's just your little strip of sidewalk, the walkway, I'm not against that. Never had to do like a full driveway. Save back when I was living with my friend in Fort Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
I would stay home or didn't have class in the morning or something and do the full driveway. But I like you put the headphones in, get out there, get a little tunes going and shovel your heart out for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it takes.
I am with you for like a certain extent.
It can be peaceful, but then it does reach that tipping point where all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. But once you start, you kind of gotta.
Oh, you know what? I pushed it far enough on one side of the driveway. We don't use it. I'm like, that's far enough for now.
It's over there. That's good for today.
And it's on like the side of the house that has the shared little strip of grass.
Oh, yeah.
So there's not that much space.
Right.
So it's just like, that's fine. Maybe I'll take the blower out later. But then I'm just shooting onto the neighbor's driveway. That's not a good thing to do. So yeah, it's probably just going to be like that. But hey, if you're out there and I've a friend who's like very much of the mindset, I'm just going to let it finish. He's going to get a good workout tonight when he has to go out there and shovel. Speaking of good, the Canadians today picking up another gold medal. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it. Well, we kind of touched on it, Duke. You guys kind of got stuck with the curling, which was still good.
Yeah, we just didn't. I mean, hey,
we
we watched the replay of it right after the fact, but
you heard the good news.
Yes,
the Canadians team pursuit winning gold, going head to head with the Dutch, getting the job done. And it was a great race. Like, I'm not going to claim to be an expert on this, obviously, but it felt like the vets of this sport, knowing exactly what they had to do, fell behind a little bit early. Not crazy or anything like that, but every lap, it was like a 10th of a second gain. And by the time the race ended, a few strides up on the Netherlands. And awesome for the group there. Isabel Wiedemann. And she's got a long history of that. She's out front there holding it down. They end up winning by just over a second. So shout out to those ladies getting the job done, picking up our third gold medal. It is a final. Czechia gets past Denmark 3-2, Duke. So they take on the Canadians tomorrow. Nice 8:40 start. But you did not hit your parlay.
No, I was feeling so high on myself. I had crushed the first two games. But I needed the Czechs puck line in this one to complete the trifecta. I still got a chance for some redemption in the Sweden-Latvia game.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested in rooting along with me, Lucas Raymond point, Sweden to Erik Karlsson point, and Sweden to cover a 1.5 puck line.
I mean, I like
That's
your
what we're
odds.
rooting for.
Sweden got to kind of have like a breakout game here.
They got to get some things in order here because going into this, if they were to win, going into the game against the United States, like they're probably going to be underdogs, and goaltending has plagued them a little bit in this tournament between both Markstrom and Gustafsson. So it's, I believe the expectation is Jacob Markstrom going to play today against Latvia. Maybe they'll make their decision for tomorrow after that.
Earlier today, Swiss getting past Italy 3-0. Not a surprise. Germany over France 5-1. Draisaitl, Szymanski combining for 5 points, 6 points in this one. I don't know if you know it off the top of your head.
No.
Each scoring a goal, and it kind of sets up tomorrow, 4:10 a.m. Slovakia taking on Germany. And then at 10:10, you have Switzerland and Finland. Canada mixed in there at 8:40. They'll take on Czechia. And then the States at 1:10 or 9:10 local time in Milan. The winner of the upcoming game here, probably Sweden. I've heard I don't know if it was a complaint or an observation that the States are playing a lot of late games. whatever. You flew across the whole world for this one. Just go play it. It's like who's the guy from Barstool? Dave Portnoy?
Sure.
Do you hear him? His complaints about
the Super Bowl. Yeah,
being on the
noted
West Coast.
Patriots guy, and he's like, this was favored for the Seahawks because they didn't have to change time zones. And he's like,
yeah,
but like you knew where the Super Bowl was all year. Like they didn't like change that at the last minute to favor the Seahawks.
you went early.
Yeah,
and then they did the miles traveled, and the Seahawks were like third most in the league,
right on the season long schedule
behind the Chargers and one of the other coastal teams, I assume, probably the Rams or Niners or something like that. But yeah, I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference. It should be good. Then you got Canada taking on the United States on the women's side of things. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the game yesterday. Marie-Philippe Plan. That's like the legacy game, 2 goals. That second goal
became the all-time leading scorer for women's hockey at the Olympics.
And then built on it. The dive to score, I thought that was awesome.
Clutch.
I don't think that performance beats the States. So I think they're going to have to be a little bit better.
They're going to have to be better.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But good for them. This is what we said. I mean, a couple games ago, like they're going to get there. It's going to happen. And now a chance just to, I think surprise the hockey world, because I think a lot of people are writing them off. I'll put myself in that camp. I think the States have just built up a really good team here. Won 4 games straight in the rivalry series, got them earlier on in this tournament. And I think it would be a pretty good surprise if they can get it done. Cannot rule them out. Lance says, currently listening to you guys while shoveling. Well, I feel like we should play some Rocky music in the background for you just to keep you going here, Lance. It's a lot. I don't know what your setup there is, how big your driveway is, but if you have a snowblower, today might be one to bust it out. I will say I'm not a big fan of Sweden's black jersey. The blue and white is so classic to go away from.
I'm with you.
It's kind of
Are they black or just really dark blue?
I think it was dark blue. I mean, you have such a classic look. The yellow jersey just pops. And you can almost wear that against any team because unless another country has a similar one, it doesn't matter if they
Germany
wear
wearing their yellow ones, maybe.
That might be tough. But like any Canada jersey looks fine. Like I thought Four Nation face-off. I don't know they only did one jersey, but the Canada red against the US blue, 2 dark jerseys. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, Sweden seems to be going more towards like the darker navy in their color scheme, whereas the blue that's on the flag is quite a bit lighter.
Yeah.
And I think it pops a lot with that yellow too. I like the color combination of the navy and the gold, but I agree that those dark jerseys they don't quite do it for me. Because the Trey Kroner is iconic and it's like one of the best national team logos you can have. But
it's almost Sabres like.
Yeah.
If you put it into NHL terms.
I could see that.
1-833-401-1440. Tigers said the only problem is the little pile of leaf on the other side. It'll get harder the next day. Yeah, that's okay. It's just like I ran out of space. My arms were sore. My back was sore. I was like, this is good. This is fine. Right now at home, Duke, if you bent over with your rear to the north, it would blow you inside out.
Here, winds a howling.
Windy out there?
Winds a howling down in central AB this morning.
I did my chat with Camrose earlier today, right? Scott, and he said it was pretty bad down there too, worse than the city. So, street crews are out. They're taking care of business, but yeah, it's not good out there. Josh, you get a shovel? You have that responsibility?
No, luckily not.
Nice.
I already got the notification from my Ring doorbell camera that the apartment unit guy with the snowblower came around, or the leaf blower in this case, and blew off my front steps. So yeah, I don't have to worry about that at all.
Country Mac, how about you? You got any shoveling in your future?
I do. We used to have our maintenance man come and do it, and he's too busy with his full-time regular work. So we have to do it. I only have to do the back, which is nice, but Dylan's back is spasming, so I will have to do it.
That's rough.
Yep.
Good timing for him, I suppose.
I'm feeling kind of sore today.
You better get
that's about.
You better go do that one. Ashley went out and did like her best in the morning. She got like a quarter through, like, yeah, I got to go to work. It's nasty. Just some notes from practice today for Team Canada over in Italy. McKinnon and Bennett, maintenance days. Head coach John Cooper says they're all good. No panic. For Morrissey, he looks good in practice, but not sure about game status. And Marchand is, air quotes, available to play. That comes from Frank Cervalli, who you guys had on earlier today. Did you I mean, we all saw it, Duke. McKinnon, the cameras were kind of panning down to that lower body. Like, what's going on here? You kind of saw his face. He's huge. I mean, if something happened there, I mean, I'm sure he's going to gut it out and do whatever he can to play, but no panic. If that's what John Cooper is saying, I'm going to choose to just roll with that and be happy, because he and Bennett both, like Bennett, we know, big time player, big time game. He steps up. So hopefully nothing too serious there. What have you thought of the Canadians? I mean, obviously winning 10-2 against France, pretty much expected.
Yeah, that's one thing, but it's also the other games against good opponents in the Czechs and the Swiss where they really look dominant for pretty much 60 minutes consecutive in both games. That I touched on this on Saturday with the round table in here for the Triple S. Like, I'm having a hard time seeing another team beating them right now. Even a team like the States or the Finns, should the Swedes kind of get a few things in order here and get their way to a semifinal or a gold medal game, like, this is maybe the best collection of talent overall that a Team Canada has put forth, and all four lines contributing at different points. The defense, I think, has exceeded some expectations top to bottom, and then the goaltending, which was the biggest question mark, has been rock solid between Binnington's 2 victories and then Logan Thompson in the Switzerland game. So it's kind of tough to criticize very much across the lineup right now, because almost to a man, they're doing what's been expected of them and really running roughshod over opponents so far.
It is
toughest test, of course, still to come here in the elimination round. But
absolutely. No, I mean, I feel like Macklin Celebrity is getting a lot of attention, as he should. 19 years old. The penalty shot where they're like, who do you want to do it, coach? And Celebrini already getting ready to do it. Like, there's just
he's already out there. Yeah, Cooper's like, all right, yeah, let him go, whatever.
You got to, and then he buries it. Like, it's unbelievable. And then there's Connor McDavid, who's got 9 points through 3 games, 3 points per game for those of you who struggle with basic math. I mean, he's elevated his game, and he's, playing physical. I won't say he's adding the physicality, because he's always had that. It's, kind of pick and choose when to use it. But he's playing some fantastic hockey. Sidney Crosby, 6 points. I did love the face he made when Tom Wilson got into the fight. Did you happen to see that one?
Yeah.
Disappointed father. Like, what are you doing? I saw there was a post, and it was that face, and it was like Crosby realizing why Ovi is gray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, Ovi has to deal with Tom Wilson doing this stuff, and Sid's just looking at it.
And
like,
this is the tame version of Tom Wilson at this point. Last couple of years of his career, he's really cleaned a lot of that stuff up compared to earlier on, where it was almost seemingly an inevitability that he'd get suspended at some point during a regular season. So if this is the tame version of Tom Wilson, I'm here for it, but you can't take the fight out of the dog.
And then Pierre, is it Crinon?
Sure.
Crinon?
Sure.
Suspended for the rest of the tournament. I thought it was a little soft. And they said the predatory behavior.
Well, and so we got some text about this morning, because I made a little bit of a joke, not trying to totally peg all French people the same, but it's like the most French thing ever that you suspend your own player for fighting. But apparently, well, a lot of the text said, and I did see this as well, it was more so based on him taunting the crowd and, trying to do some WWE type antics on his way to the dressing room was more so the reason for the internal suspension. But let's be honest, we all were under the impression that France was only going to play one more game. That happened earlier this morning, and their tournament is now over regardless.
It is a weird flex, like their goalie after the game, Keller, saying, like, we kind of needed him. He would have been nice to have out there. It is interesting. I didn't see these WWE.
I didn't in real time. I didn't see them until after the fact.
Was it good?
No.
Was he Hulkamania? Like,
yeah, he's just trying to maybe pump himself up more than anything. I'm not too sure, because at that point the game was already pretty out of hand. So.
Yeah. What did you think of Tom Wilson's role in that? Because it was kind of getting chippy, and we saw Tom Wilson kind of talk. I thought maybe he might throw some hits.
If anything, to me, what that says, it's almost sort of a message to the next opponents that Canada will face, that just because it's the Olympics, that doesn't mean that they're going to be trying to tread lightly.
Yeah.
They're still going to play their game. And should Tom Wilson, I mean, we know it comes with an automatic ejection. Wilson avoided any suspension from the IOC, or in the French guy's case, his own delegation. But there's no fear of that happening. You obviously still want to play disciplined and not leave your team shorthanded or anything, but they're also not going to shy away from that if, say, the Americans try to engage with such things.
Yeah. And circumstances in the game, that's against the states, and it's 2-2.
If all of a sudden Tom Wilson does that in a gold medal game against Matthew Tkachuk, is that a trade-off that the Canadians are happy with? I think so.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about Matthew Tkachuk and the slander towards Leon Draisaitl.
Poking the bear a little bit.
Yeah, we'll take a break. It's Fantasy Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
Japa Machinery Group knows that XCMG may not roll off the tongue, but Japa's team will help keep your construction jobs rolling on time and on budget with heavy equipment sales and rentals. Visit japamachinery.com to find out more.
A pizza from Papa John's is already pretty great, but you know what's even better? 2 pizzas from Papa John's. For a limited time, get a medium one-topping pizza for only $6 when you order any large specialty pizza at regular menu price. Whether you're feeding your family, your team, or yourself, get your next meal from your locally owned and operated Papa John's with a $6 one-top medium when you order any large specialty at regular menu price. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $500,000 on Mega Jackpots Ocean Bells? Think about the season tickets you could lock down with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Planning your next event? Let Loca Quality Market cater. From made-to-order meals to gourmet platters to full chef tasting experiences, they make entertaining effortless. Visit loca.ca to start planning today.
Hi, I'm Colin Livingston, president of Cantork. We've been tightening bolts and redefining our industry for 25 years. Yes, a quarter century, and we're just getting started. Check us out at cantork.com. Our tools age better than I do.
Sometimes you think about what you're going to do in the day. Go to work, pick up the kids from school, make supper. But at GS Construction, we think a little differently. Winter is our season to think, to plan, and to improve. We study, we innovate, we train. So when the thaw comes, we're ready to dig, build, and deliver even better, which means we need people like you. If you're thinking about joining the team at GS Construction, now's the time to do it. To apply and to see how we think, visit gsconstruction.ca.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. Free trips, free iPads, a barbecue, a wood stove, the #1 dealer in the world. What? Who cares? How about no pressure, a great deal, finance rates as low as 0%, trade values you can be happy with, and an indoor showroom. And we're pretty good people. Stop in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
And that's another goal for Canada!
You know what would be even better than winning gold?
Okay, I'll bite.
Winning a gold medal made of Will Hawk beef jerky.
Athletes do get hungry, and they could use a snack on the podium. I think I'll start a petition.
Really?
No. Now pass the Will Hawk and turn up the games.
For a truly Canadian snack to cheer on our truly Canadian athletes, you need Will Hawk beef jerky, made with Alberta pride right here in Leduc.
The longest running basketball show in Canada airs every Saturday morning at 10 on Sports 1440. Hoop City with Paul Sir introduces a new generation of basketball talk, and it's right here on Edmonton's home for sports, Sports 1440.
Exciting news from St. Albert Dodge. The all-new 2026 Jeep Gladiator Sport packages have arrived. They have a great selection and a bunch of colors to choose from. And if you've checked out the Sport, you know it comes in some fun colors. Rugged capability, practical off-road features, and you can get behind the wheel for as low as $49,900. That's right. Put yourself in a brand new Jeep Gladiator Sport for less than $50,000. What more can you ask for? Time to head up the trail and see how easy it is to do business at St. Albert Dodge.
Your furnace is dead. It's time to replace it before winter crushes you. Legacy Heating and Cooling is practically there already.
Yeah, we're working in your basement. Doing a replacement. The work is so earnestly building your legacy.
With no payments and no interest for 1 year, you gotta call Legacy. Replacing your dying furnace before it's too late, that's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
If you manage or lead a team, join your peers April 14th to 17th at the Banff Management Course. PA Douglas Training invites you to 3 days of immersive leadership development in beautiful Banff, Alberta. Learn how to manage conflict, motivate and influence others, strengthen teamwork and improve productivity. Proudly Canadian, PA Douglas has trained over 150,000 professionals. Registration includes 3 nights at the Banff Springs Hotel, breakfast, select meals, refreshments and course materials. Register now at padouglas.ca.
Get the inside scoop for your team on Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
$11:25. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky online, wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Go check them out. Only available in Leduc. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Josh Fenwick, and intern Mackenzie with you here. Shoot us a text or an email, 1-833-441-1440, or Brandon at sports1440.ca and Connor at sports1440.ca. Canada in action. Men's curling taking on Great Britain. Currently leading 2-0 in the second end. It's kind of like what's going on in the world of curling is crazy. Like, Mark Kennedy has become the bad boy of curling. Like, people around the world are like, his popularity has increased probably more than anyone else at the Olympics.
And it's kind of funny because people always just associate Canadians as like the polite, kind people. And this is, him telling the Swedish guy to F off. And then also curling in and of itself is considered like golf, like a gentleman's sport where you essentially officiate yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Like you don't call fouls in the other team, you call them on yourselves. And so, this Canadian team is bucking the trend. They're the bad boys of curling right now.
I like it. They did make a curling movie, Men with Brooms, I believe.
Right.
But like this is, it could be like a Will Ferrell movie, like
Blades of Glory.
Curling, yes. Talladega Nights, or it's just like the new man in town. But hey, I think it's good for his brand. We've had him on the show multiple times and on the station. So yeah, it's good to see. Just win, baby. That's what I like. Maybe just embrace that Raiders motto, and who cares what everyone else thinks. This segment is for elksnation.ca, 2 weekly podcasts with Eddie Steele and Declan Kruger, breaking down the green and gold, the most in-depth double E coverage you'll find. elksnation.ca podcast videos and articles. Go check it out. Perplexed Oilers fan says the Oilers could use that nasty defender from France. Well, I don't think he'd look very good on the NHL level there, perplexed Oiler fan. POF. He played in the USHL for 1 game. Then he went to the NAHL, played for Corpus Christi, had 10 points in 42 games.
Corpus Christi, Texas?
I believe
Unless there's another
Unless
Corpus
there's
Christi.
another one. And then he went back to France. Now, he has championship pedigree. He's won 2 titles in France in his career, but I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like if he wanted that, what he brings, you could probably find it in like a AHL level trade.
Which, I hate to break it to you, the Oilers already have 3 third-pairing defensemen.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean you can't improve on those third-pairing defensemen, but the point remains, bringing in another one who is not capable of playing in the NHL doesn't really seem like a problem-solving move.
I don't think so. Tough Guy says, boys, Matthew Tkachuk is an absolute legend. The Draisaitl chirps were priceless, and Brady standing behind him, listening, laughing, topped it off. Man, I wish he was an Oiler. Well, he probably should have been in the draft, but we don't need to get into that one. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the line I thought was funny. Maybe it was rehearsed, Duke, but it was funny. The thing is, Matthew Tkachuk has bragging rights over Draisaitl. Every GM in the league will take Leon Draisaitl over Matthew Tkachuk, 100%. But Matthew Tkachuk got him twice in the Cup final, and you can say that he wasn't at his best in one, sure, but he's got that line on him. I'm sure Leon, I don't know, I think Leon will remember that, of course. I think it is kind of lame to go after the Germans when you are the Americans in hockey.
that seems like a line that could have been better reserved if we are of the understanding that this wasn't off the cuff and he'd rehearsed that or had that planned, at least in some variety, like save for if you're beating Canada in a gold medal game and you drop that on Connor McDavid instead. Now, McDavid, of course, did win at the Four Nations face-off, which didn't really mean anything, right? It essentially was an exhibition tournament. I know we were all glad that Canada won, obviously, but still just an exhibition tournament. Now, yeah, to go be like, that's like punching down on somebody, right? Like,
yeah,
dude, it's Team Germany and you're the United States. Haven't you already beat them enough?
It's like
in history.
If Jonathan Taves was talking smack back in the day, like he won 2 cups and he just starts like chirping some guy who's a better offensive player, like Jaromir Jagr or something
on the checks.
No, Jagr did get 2 cups early in his career. But anyways, it was just like, okay, cool, man. This is kind of loser behavior. And I don't know, maybe it comes back to haunt him. Maybe they get the Germans again.
Maybe Connor will repay the favor in a gold medal game if the Canadians were to.
He's got 2 cups on him. I don't know. I mean,
so far,
hey, it's early. Things could happen. But yeah, like I just imagine like Kobe talking smack to Pau Gasol or something. It's like, dude, you're on the dream team. Like, you're on a way better team here. Dave Q says, Matthew Tkachuk is a classless turd. I'm glad he's not an Oiler. Slurpy Sean says, what did he say? Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Eh, Leon? Maybe if you were better, you'd win or something. Like it took a second shot.
Yeah.
And then Brady was just behind him laughing.
Right.
Brady caught strays. He wasn't really doing anything, but he just caught a lot of hate. What's Brady doing? He's won nothing.
Just fair. He hasn't.
He's been to the playoffs once, 7 points in 6 games. I think he had 4 goals or something, but they lost. But Brady just catching hate. Even MTR says it. The worst part was Brady standing over his shoulder means he accomplished nothing in his career. No playoff series wins. No, those are facts. He also said, maintenance man, bougie.
That was Josh, I think, with the maintenance man.
Mackenzie.
I thought she said she has to shovel her own driveway.
She did. Oh, did Josh have one too? Josh saw the ring doorbell cam.
Yeah.
So you both do. Or
we have guys at the condo complex, whatever, that shovel the sidewalks and everything.
Well, nice. I'm jealous. I kind of almost had a heart attack out there today.
You felt you were working it?
Ben's gonna be growing up without a father.
It's Ashley. It was Ashley at work today, or is she in the house, comes out and just sees you laying there on the. Connor, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just tired.
Just roll me
taking
over.
A break.
She was going to work, and then her boss texted them. So feel free to work from home. So she's working from home.
Were you waiting for that text eagerly?
We're needed.
Essential.
Do you know that during COVID, I was an essential worker?
Nice.
I just was allowed to work. I don't know.
You and that guy that blew up on social media for like he was the guy spinning the sign in the Baskin Robbins or Dunkin' Donuts mascot costumes. Like, how am I essential?
Essential. Someone had to keep us on the air. It was a great time. I mean, like, obviously not, but the drive to work was so awesome.
It's like, where are all the people?
Me on the Henday by myself. The good old days. Other than everything bad that happened with it, obviously. 1-833-401-1440. Whaler says, what does it mean, though? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Well,
it would mean that the bride is it's her day. Translate that to being a Stanley Cup champion, whereas Leon, a 2-time runner-up, the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Right? Next in line or waiting in the wings.
Loses to the United States with Germany. Yeah. As expected. But isn't Leon the best, Leon the captain and best player on Team Germany? How is he the bridesmaid? This is the Olympics, not the Cup final from a year and a half ago. Or half a year ago, sorry. Well, I mean, we're not really defending what Tkachuk said. The more I thought about it, the less I liked it. Like, that was probably thought of the night before. MTR says, Whaler says, but he's way better and married a supermodel, an actress as well. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, both these guys are kind of winning in the game of life. They're playing a sport, they're representing their country, they're having a good time, making a ton of money. But that's good. Like, that's Matthew Tkachuk playing his role perfectly. On the ice, he does that. He's a rat, 100%. I don't know him off the ice. Hard to say. I remember he had a message for Ben Stelter when they were going head-to-head in the playoffs. But when he goes on the ice, he turns on that switch and he becomes that guy. I don't know. Maybe he's similar off the ice, but you got to respect it from afar. BG says that POS wouldn't even make Team Canada if he was Canadian. Leon would be a lock.
I think Tkachuk would probably make Team Canada.
I kind of thought so too. Leon obviously would be a lock.
Leon would be a lock on any team. Like the third best player in the NHL.
Tkachuk, you go back and look at Tkachuk. 240-goal seasons, 200-point seasons. Last year, obviously, over point per game. This year, he's only played in 10 games.
And especially if you're talking about this management team that's picking Team Canada, look how much they value winning. Having 2 cups on there is clearly a big piece of his resume, plus the individual accolades and point totals and gritty game and agitating game. He'd absolutely be on the team.
Wait till a potential final, Canada-US, and then the Cooper's like Bennett, Marchand.
Go get him.
Go get him.
Go get him, boys.
Panther on Panther crime. Just go run him out there. But it adds to everything this is. I
it adds to the rival. Like in sports, this is good. Rivalries are good.
Yeah.
Distaste for your opponent is good. That makes it more competitive. They're playing for something even a little bit extra, some personal dislike, as opposed to just the logo on your chest or the country you're playing for. Those are great and obviously paramount in this grand scheme. But you're not telling me that there's a little bit extra jam for any one of these players going up when they see a guy like Matthew Tkachuk lining up across from them because, like, I hate that guy.
Drew Doughty has a long history of saying he hates him.
Yeah.
Every interview.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't like that guy.
Oilers Panthers, March 19th. But also, hypothetically, if Germany and US cross paths again here, which could happen, if you're a young guy on Team Germany, are you not like, I am taking him out? I am targeting 19, and he is going to go into
in a former generation of the game. It's a no-brainer. They would be, right? But in today's day and age, maybe not as much so. I mean, and maybe Leon would even say, like, listen, guys, don't worry about him. He's a clown.
But I mean, if it goes and it's 5-1 all of a sudden, and I'm like, you know what? That guy talks smack about my captain.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah, like
Josh Szymanski,
right? Like, I mean, that would be huge for the boys. You got a chance. Obviously, you're not going out your way to hurt him. I know, but like, it's good. Since when is trash talking controversial? I'm not a fan of Tkachuk, but he's a champion. He's earned the right to ride Leon from Shovelhead.
All these things can be true. Mm-hmm. That you don't have to like what he says. Oh my God, it's a dog.
You're right.
I heard it before I saw it and thought, what the hell's coming around that corner?
Dog. Did you think it was
Chupacabra?
something different? Yeah. No, I know. No, Shovelhead, you're right. I mean, we said that already. Like, yeah, he can say that. Brady can't really talk smack, but Matthew Tkachuk has 2 cups against him. He can talk it. You don't have to like it, but he's got that. He's got that. I don't know. I don't even know what term I'm trying to say here. He can do it. That's what I'm trying.
He's
to
earned
say.
the right.
He's earned that right. He's got that
badge
one
of
on him.
honor.
No, Leon's just got to go get his. Ben says he's a heel. He plays it well, 100%. Absolutely. Unholy Goalie says, I think it's crazy that Crosby just tied Iginla for most points by a Canadian NHLer, and McDavid is just 5 points back. It's a different is it a different McDavid? Is it just Connor McDavid?
It's just McDavid at the Olympics.
Yeah. I was going to say like it's a new man, but like how good he's been the last 2 months. Just kind of what he's been doing. It's unbelievable. Gruff says, from someone who's divorced, I would rather be a bridesmaid than a bride. A different way to look at it.
Yeah, for me, Connor, always the groomsman, never the groom.
You're like, what's the problem? Groomsman's fun.
Yeah, listen, the best spot to be in the wedding party is like maybe the third groomsman down the line.
Yeah.
If there's that many, or if there even is 3, being the third guy is fine. It's like
second's good.
Being best man is fun. There's like, you got to give a speech if you like to do that. But it also comes with the responsibility of like, you just feel more obligated to make sure you're there to help set up. You're the last one to leave on the Sunday after you take everything down and clean up, planning the bachelor party, all the stuff that entails. There's usually more with it. That's a lot. Now, if you're just like second or third groomsman, you get basically all the same benefits of bachelor party premium version, usually free drinks all night at the bar, right? Whatever.
No speech.
You don't got to speak. If you are a little more lackadaisical in your efforts in the setup and cleanup, nobody's really batting much of an eye. It's a good spot.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Now, the problem for one of the times I was that groomsman was for my sister's wedding, my brother-in-law now. And so the wedding was at our farm, the reception just down the road at the local community hall. So I essentially was still just as actively involved in all of the setup, cleanup, preparations, etc.
Yeah.
Good time, though.
Big Bad Joe says, if they call me a bridesmaid, I get to play with Connor McDavid. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm the luckiest bridesmaid in the world.
Yeah. I think I saw Leon's comment after. He's like, I don't care. Like, that's a guy, you're not in his head. He's pretty okay with it.
Yeah.
King of Four Nasty says, the chirp is not original. My father-in-law has been saying that bridesmaid thing about Dutch soccer for years. King of Four Nasty. No, yeah, I think it's a pretty common phrase. Tub Guy says, that's insane to say he wouldn't make Canada 100 points, 100 penalty minutes, everything he wants. He was on the Oilers, so he'd be a favorite over 97 or 29 competitive. Oh, I was talking to my sister about that. I was like, they really probably should have drafted him. He's like, oh, I would hate him. I said,
no, you wouldn't. You would love him.
You'd love him. You would love him if he's on your team.
The only example you need of that is Corey Perry.
Yeah.
Because one of the most, as an opponent, disliked players across the NHL over his career. He's the worm. He's always in the mix, shoving his hand in goalies' faces when he falls back, whatever, right? So what he does, he plays the heel. He was an Oiler for 2 years, and he was like just beloved by this city. People completely forgot the 15 years he spent in division playing for Anaheim.
My example was Cassian.
Also true.
Remember what he did to Sam Gagne's mouth?
Oh, yeah.
Hated him. But then he came here, threw a couple hits. It changes quick. But yeah, I still have like the group chat. Me and my buddies like, oh, I think you got to go Tkachuk. We were wrong, but maybe they wish they would have been right. We'll take another break. When we come back, more text. We'll wrap up the show. 1-833-411-1440. It's Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, Twitch. Brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky.
Performance by Action Electrical today. Their projects team kicked things off, designing and building with unmatched skill.
Then the service team swoops in for those crucial repairs and maintenance. And don't forget the testing team, ensuring everything's safe and sound before the solar team scores with sustainable energy.
A complete team effort. Have Action Electrical bring home a win for you and your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
Do you sit around at work listening to sports radio all day? That's right, my friend. There's no shame in it. It's the good life. And we're not here to snitch. Say, if your company advertised on Sports 1440, you could be the one listening for your company's ad every day. Now you've got an excuse to listen to Sports 1440 all day. It's part of the job. Sounds like someone's getting a promotion. Email Gregor at sports1440.ca. Let's get to work for you.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the nerve center of game-watching greatness, my sanctuary, my Bro Zone.
Whoa, giant screen, comfy chairs. You've thought of everything.
Almost everything. Where are the snacks? We can't cheer on Canada without the proper fuel.
Way ahead of you. Will Hawk Beef Jerky, the official snack of the Bro Zone.
For a truly Canadian snack to cheer on our truly Canadian athletes, you need Wilhock Beef Jerky, made with Alberta pride, right here in Leduc.
Craving a dining experience that rises above the rest? Head to Summit Restaurant in the Silent Ice Center, just minutes from South Edmonton Common. Savor exceptional house-made pizza, delectable entrees, and expertly crafted cocktails in a stylish, modern atmosphere. Perfect for a casual meal or a special night out. Summit offers a refined experience where every bite and sip reflects our dedication to quality. Elevate your dining experience. Make Summit Restaurant your destination tonight.
At Hughes, it's all about getting in and out quick and clean. No cash, no problem. With Hughes' new tap and wash system, all you need is your debit or credit card to get your vehicle sparkling clean.
Find us at HughesCarWash.com.
Whether you're at home, in the car, or on the move, you're never more than a tap away from Sports 1440. Download the radio player or iHeart app today so you can get all access anytime to Edmonton's only sports radio station, Sports 1440.
Invest for today and tomorrow. Vision Credit Union makes it simple with 2 RRSP options to fit your goals. Choose a secure term deposit RRSP with guaranteed returns or a mutual fund RRSP offering higher growth potential with exciting opportunities. With an RRSP, you'll save on your income tax, grow your investments tax-free, and get closer to your dreams, whether it's retirement or your first home. The deadline to qualify for 2025 tax deductions is March 2nd. Learn more at visioncu.ca.
What's some non-Nissan drivers here?
Soul-crushing flurries today with the low of making you cry.
What Nissan drivers here?
It's looking absolutely perfect out there.
Don't fear the forecast. Get an all-wheel drive Nissan Rogue and get up to $4,500 cash purchase bonus on select new 2026 Rogue models. Built, tested, and trusted to conquer Canada's harsh winters. Visit your local Nissan dealer today or nissan.ca for details. Conditions apply.
Visit your local Edmonton and area Nissan dealer for more information.
Who should start? Who needs to hit the bench? Find out with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas. This is Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
To the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain, thanking when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Say, been found, Dixie whistle in the wind, get you heaven. The devil the judge, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw sun sitting back in the 40 on the muddy riverside, getting
11:47. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Duke, do you know that song I was just on?
I'm familiar.
Mackenzie, what was that?
God's Country by Blake Shelton.
I thought he was saying Dodge Country.
What do you think? We're running ads on here?
This is an epic song for a commercial. All right, cool. Text lines 1-833-401-1440. If you'd like to get in on the chat, you can share your thoughts on the comments from Matthew Tkachuk. I'd say pretty even. People don't like it, but people are like, yeah, well, you win 2 cups. You kind of have that. You're allowed to talk your talk just a little bit. Coming up on the Lowdown with Low Tide, I don't think we have the lineup yet.
Gregor's on today.
Gregor's joining.
And the round
Donovan?
table, the rest of the jabronis.
Imagine a round table with all of them on it. It'd be
Imagine
insane.
Donovan and Gregor going tete-a-tete.
Head-to-head. Yeah. I'd listen to that.
This is an off-air discussion spilling over. We were talking about the Matthew Tkachuk on the London Knights team that won the Memorial Cup in Red Deer during that commercial break, you and I, Connor. Ole Ulievi was the big premium defenseman on the back end. And, of course, a very young Evan Bouchard as well.
We got to that because a lot of people are mocking Brady over that whole thing. And there's a lot of intelligence jokes going. And I said, well, guys, he went to college. Maybe we shouldn't be so quick to make jokes. And then we got to Matthew. And Matthew was going to go to college, opted to go play for the London Knights. Can't blame him. Loaded team, as you mentioned. Ulievi, young Bouchard.
So obviously Mitch Marner, Tkachuk, and Christian Dvorak were the top line. They were borderline unstoppable. I watched them a couple games in Red Deer that spring. But here's some other players that were on the team that you might know. Max Jones, Robert Thomas, Victor Mete, Ole Ulievi, Evan Bouchard, and then Tyler Parsons, who didn't really make much in the NHL go, but he was the goalie. He went undefeated in the Memorial Cup behind essentially a all-star team.
I'm a big fan of the Mem Cup, because London's always going to be there. They're a loaded team. I mean, you got the Winterhawks who went on a long run, but I just like how the teams are so good because they just load up their rosters.
Yeah,
and they're going to be bad for the next 4 years, but for that time being, they just load it up and it's good hockey. Did you get to go out to any of those games?
Oh yeah, I went to quite a few.
Yeah,
I think I 2 or 3 total maybe over the course of the week.
Good
because I was living up here or up in Edmonton at the time, but I would go down and I watched a couple Rebels games. Then I watched, I think it was London versus Rouyn-Noranda. Was the Q team. Obviously, Timo Meier was on that team. Pretty much the only AJ Greer obviously wanted to play in the NHL too, but other than that, not exactly a names of names on the French team. Oh, how could I forget Raphael Harvey Pinard, Habs legend. So I watched John Quenneville, who was on the Wheat Kings, score a between the legs goal on a breakaway. It was sick.
That was like the Nolan Patrick.
No,
year
pre-Patrick, Provorov. Was he was like, it was like watching a man play against boys. Cale Clegg, who was a top or first round pick as well. Logan Thompson was on the Wheat Kings. He didn't play.
That's crazy.
Jordan Paperny was their goalie, but
those Wheat Kings. Teams
Patrick
were
was on
good.
the team. You're right.
Oh,
he would have been drafted the next year though, so he was kind of younger player.
I remember things.
You do.
That was a really good team they had. Oh, what was another one? I can't think of his name.
On what team?
On the Wheat Kings. I mean, he put up big numbers. Matteo Gennaro?
Matteo Gennaro. I'm not seeing it here.
I think it's Matteo Gennaro. He was a good player for them. I just Googled him right now. Oh, sorry. Wrong team. Never mind. No, it wasn't even there. He was a good player for the Hitmen.
Now, if we're just continuing this little stroll down memory lane.
Yeah, let's do it. I got to remember this.
The Rebels team had quite a few names that you probably recognize. So Hayden Fleury was a top 10 pick. Carolina, Ducks, Seattle, now in Winnipeg. Josh Mahura was on the Panthers when they won the Cup, now in Seattle, I think. Jake DeBrusk, Brandon Hagel, and then a couple other guys that I know a little bit better just because I followed the team still pretty closely back then, but those were the big names. Connor Bleakley was also a first-round pick, but didn't unfortunately make much of a go of it. in the NHL after being drafted by Washington, but he was a very good player in that team too. But yeah, Hagel and DeBrusk. DeBrusk was the big ad from Swift Current that year at the deadline.
Mark Stone was with the Wheat Kings too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago now.
Oh, way back. His breakaway goal.
Great. Put the Jets on.
See ya. Nice little touch at the end, though. Lance did not like that song. Awful song. He
Well,
says.
I don't think Lance is much of a country music guy.
No, I don't think so either. Iron says, I agree about what we would cheer for to check if he was on the team. For Kachuk, that might be voice to text. But I do not like the way he is as an American. He's cocky. He's arrogant. Corey Perry disturbed on the ice, but he was not yapping his mouth the rest of the time. I have a hard time believing that Ottawa would put it up with Brady Kachuk. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, I guess what for me, like when you're clearly on a better team, just win. You know, you don't have to let him know. Leon probably went into that U.S.-Germany game thinking, yeah, they're a really good team. They'll be tough. We'll probably won't get the result we wanted. You don't have to let them know about it. Tiger says, hey, dude, my boy played against John Quenville, and everyone called him Fat Johnny.
Okay. Interesting piece of information.
F-A-T or P-H-A-T?
Yeah. That means cool.
That means cool. Gavin McKenna is going to college. 2 and 1 of his classes is fly fishing. I bet Brady's major was lunch class from Hakatua. Well, maybe.
What about our boy Stetson Bennett down in Miami? I graduated 2 years ago.
Carson Beck?
Oh, Carson Beck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wrong old Georgia quarterback.
just keep playing football. That's funny. I mean, I'd be curious. Like, I will never know.
I'd love to see his class schedule.
I had a friend who played college hockey down south and had a full class load, but he's like, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So that music means we're done. Up next, it's the Lowdown Flow Tide. You got the Gregor Show from 2 to 6. Strutty, TR, Dave McCarthy, Woodley, DVD, Cam Tate's 2-minute warning. Go check it out on X, actually. It is looking at the curling at the Olympics at Cam Tate for the 2-minute warning. Go check out that poll. We're going to be back in 23 hours. Enjoy your time off away from us right now. Sports 1440 update brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at willhawkbeefjerky.com.
This is the Sports 1440 update.
Over in Italy, Team Canada had its 3rd gold medal of the Games thanks to the trio Valerie Malte, Ivany Blondin, and Isabel Weidman, defeating the Netherlands in women's speed skating team pursuit final this morning. Team Homan is now 4-3 in the curling round robin after scoring 2 in the 10th in an 8-6 win over Sweden. In men's curling, Team Canada is now up 3-1 on Great Britain in the 4th end. Team Canada head coach John Cooper says that Nathan McKinnon and Sam Bennett will be ready to go in the quarterfinal tomorrow, despite missing practice this morning. Canada will be taking on Czechia as they hung on in a 3-2 win over Denmark this morning. Jacob Markstrom appears to be starting for Sweden in today's qualification game against Latvia. The winner will be playing U.S. tomorrow at 1:10 p.m. In the MLB Major League Baseball Players Association, Executive Director Tony Clark resigned today. The resignation comes in the wake of the Eastern District, New York, ongoing investigation into the finances and other dealings of the MLBPA. Next on Sports 1440, the Lowdown with Low Tide, Alan Mitchell, Declan Kruger, and Josh Fenwick. I'm Mackenzie, and that's your Sports 1440 update.
This is Sports 1440, a Stingray radio station broadcasting